Chapter 4. As we look at Chapter 4, the title of Chapter 4 is Mismanagement. One of the key questions that I ask teams and organizations when I do workshops in the past was, have you ever been mismanaged? We're going to come back to that question, so I want you to be thinking about it. There's a handout that you're going to fill out, and at the end of this first video, you're going to be answering those questions, and we'll come back and then talk a little bit about mismanagement. But let's talk about, at this point, let's talk about mismanagement as it relates to conflict in the organization. The other thing that we're going to talk about in this particular course is how different styles of people share those ideas or don't share those ideas. When we look at our behavior model, we're going to discover that some of the styles of people that we have in our organization have great ideas, but they don't share them. So in order to manage them properly and work with them properly, we've got to pull those ideas out. We have to create an environment not only where it's safe, but where we can actually get them to share and give them time to do that, so we can learn from their experiences and their value and their innovations. Okay? One of the things that we want to talk about too is, well, have you ever been mismanaged? So what I want you to do is look in your content and you'll see a questionnaire that talks about, have you ever been mismanaged? You know, and I want you to take a few minutes just to go through there and put down, have you been mismanaged? If you have, you know, what were some of the results or what were some of the areas that you were mismanaged? And what effect did it have on you? We'll come back in just a few minutes and we'll talk a little bit about those and talk about, well, how can we overcome some of those mismanagement challenges? The other thing I want to share with you is, and one of the titles on one of your handouts is, let's get rid of management. And which is kind of a shocker to most people, you know. But we're not talking about getting rid of the management position, but we're talking about the difference between managing and leading. And in organizations, really, people, they really don't want to be managed. They want to be led. Leaders are the ones that help create the culture that we're talking about, that makes people and helps people to be creative and innovative and use their talents and abilities. You manage things and you lead people.